Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2021 mid-month general reading. We are looking at the last 2 weeks of May. Let me adjust my microphone here. And this reading is for the earth sign of Capricorn. Welcome everyone. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, for watching any of the videos on my YouTube channel. For your likes, your shares, hitting that subscribe button, it does help. Your comments, donations, feedback, reaching out for personal readings, all welcome and appreciated. And many blessings back to you. So this reading's for the earth sign of Capricorn for the last 2 weeks of May 2021. That's if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Capricorn. It's also relevant if you're cross-watching for a Capricorn. Of course, it's going to resonate a little differently for everyone. It's a general reading. So watch all of your signs if you know them, because each one can bring additional insight and perspective. And if you find that any of the readings do resonate with you, and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something or get information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, you can click on the description link below. Click on that little arrow. You'll see some contact details, my email address, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. Feel free to email me directly. I can usually respond within the same day with more information. I do offer a wide variety of readings. And scheduling personal readings is done as quickly as possible because I do readings full-time. It's all that I do, so I'm pretty diligent about that. So email me. I'd be delighted to hear from you. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what the last 2 weeks of May have in store for you. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with Legacy of the Divine Tarot. Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. We begin with the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Might be energy or manifesting. It might be somebody else that's relevant in what's going on in your life for the last 2 weeks of May. With the Four of Wands, happy home, stability, balance, unexpected blessings, happy surprises, family. The Chariot. Difficult battles, winning on a very difficult and challenging road. The Chariot represents success, winning because you simply refuse to give up no matter how many times you get run over, basically. With Faith. It's called Faith in this deck. In other decks, it's traditionally called the Hierophant. Here it has more of an actual reference to actually having faith, regardless of your religious or spiritual affiliation. Faith in spirit. We have the Two of Cups, soulmates, kindred spirits, someone you're very karmically connected to, partnerships. With the Page of Cups, either a child or a young person, messages, could be flirtatious messages if this resonates as a romantic reading. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of May is the Three of Cups. Overall, quite a good reading, Capricorn, although the Chariot and Faith in the middle also implies that you're in the midst of some kind of difficult battle or war or challenge or issue or conflict, but having faith that it's going to work out. And the overall energy is the Three of Cups, which is a card of celebration. It's a card that has, a lot of social energy to it. It's about spending time, good time, even social time with the people you feel really connected with, your best friends, your tribe, your circle. It also represents positive connections in your social community, and it can represent just a very small group of people who are celebrating something with you, or that's the energy. And particularly considering the Chariot, it might be that they're cheering you on or in your corner, helping you in some way. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. The King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. The King of Air. Very intelligent, very mentally astute, smart, and probably well educated, direct, a very good and clear communicator. He uses his sword it's a sword of truth, of light, of reality, of what's right, what's honorable. particularly in the upright position. This is the sort of person that makes very good mediators, attorneys, judges, those sorts of things. So this is somebody who, I feel this is somebody in your corner, especially because it's showing up with the Three of Cups for you, Capricorn. So this is someone who's in a positive, helpful position, and probably somebody who, whether it's in a personal way or a professional way, uses his mental acumen and experience and talents in a positive way to benefit you. Because this is a general reading and not a personal reading, whatever players show up, you know, it's not going to be specifically clear who they are to you. You know your own story. Let me pull a few more. The Nine of Wands. Feeling discouraged, feeling depressed, feeling like giving up, feeling like you just can't go on anymore. You've fought already so many battles, and yet there may appear to be yet another obstacle, another challenge in front of you, and you're just, you know, this is where you collapse, and, you know, with 1 mile left to go, and you're like, I can't go on. I don't know how to get through this. Should I just give up? You know, should I, whatever. But it's a card that often represents pushing through. Tens represent cycles ending, and this looks like a real bugger of a one, especially with that Chariot. But you only have a little ways left to go before you complete the cycle. And the next card is the World, the last major arcana card in the tarot. We begin with the Fool, and then all the cards after that are about the Fool's journey, i.e. us, learning, changing, growing, and evolving until we get to the end. We've completed, we're graduating, we're leveling up, and starting off a whole new journey of learning and evolution. So it looks like Capricorn, some of you may be going through a very difficult time or in the midst of going through something very difficult, which the Nine of Wands and the Chariot would imply that it's been going on for some time, and it's been full of battles. I feel here that the Three of Cups is the overall energy for the last 2 weeks of May. I mean, some of you might be celebrating getting through the end of something. Some of you might still be in the midst of that thing. And that Three of Cups with the King of Swords is a specific person or a small group of people around you that are encouraging you not to give up, that you are going to see this through, that they are going to help get you through this and get you through this successfully. I'm kind of getting that energy with the Three of Cups, but yet the Nine of Wands, the Chariot, but yet faith. It's like in the midst of difficulty and war, and you're feeling like, I don't know why I keep saying war, some kind of battle or conflict or challenge. Of course, this is a general reading, so the intensity of what this represents to you is going to vary, but it does look like difficult times for a lot of you. But you're being encouraged not to give up, and you've got faith here as well. Let's clarify this Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, showing up as a female, but in a general reading could be a male as well. The King of Coins, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, could be you. The Eight of Cups, leaving, turning your back on that which isn't serving you, or turning your back and figuring out which way you're going to go. It represents leaving, turning your back on something, making preparations to leave. Multiple players in this. Let me clarify this Four of Wands. It's with the Queen of Cups. The Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands both are the happy home cards. Happy home, stable home, feeling like you've come to a point of really positive completion. Temperance, balance being restored, almost as a spiritual angelic blessing. And the Six of Wands, victory and triumph after a struggle, after a challenge. There's every indication here, Capricorn, that this involves some kind of either outright battle, meaning, I don't mean a fist fight, I mean like you're fighting against something or someone. For others of you for whom this might be a romantic relationship issue or a personal relationship issue, you guys have definitely been going through a very difficult time. But there's victory here. There's every indication here that even if you don't feel like you're going to win, that there is victory in the end. And you know, the Nine of Wands and the Chariot implies a war in which there's multiple battles, some of which you win and some of which you lose. I mean, that's the essence of what this means, because I feel compelled, Capricorn, to tell those of you who are really in the midst of a very dark place that you're going to pull through this. Even if you feel alone, you may not be alone. The whole thing about the Chariot, I mean, when you think about chariot races and chariot battles and just chariot journeys, very difficult. I mean, just to ride in a chariot, when you think about how those things were constructed, very rickety, very bumpy, very, you know, bone-jarring, teeth-chattering kind of experiences, and used in an actual conflict or battle or race, they were pretty brutal and pretty bloody in old Roman and medieval times. There's no tie. There's only one winner, right? And at the end, you know, everybody else is usually, you know, bleeding, maimed, or dead on the sands, right? And even the person who wins, you know, has really gone through the ringer. But a difficult path. I mean, the Chariot represents winning because you simply refuse to give up, even if you get run over 9 times. This is kind of like fighting a war which has multiple battles, and some of which you win and some of which you lose. And the ones that you lose, they make you feel discouraged. Maybe sometimes you feel, you know, I'm not going to get through this. I can't win. But I feel like Spirit is compelling me to tell you you can and you will, because this is whether it's an actual legal battle or whether it's just difficulties you're going through in perhaps your love life or some other relationship aspect of your life, or any aspect of your life, really. I get the sense that your Spirit wants me to tell you not to give up, that this is something that needs to be pushed through. If it's an actual challenge or battle or something of that kind, it needs to be fought, even if you think you can't win, because it's about what's right and what's good for you. Sounds very kind of Lord of Rings, Game of Thrones-ish, right? But that's what I'm getting here. Don't give up. That's the overall message I'm getting here. Clarify the Chariot. And I feel like there's multiple players here on both sides. And in a general reading, it's not really all that possible to specify who's with who and who's the other person. It looks like the other side or the other person, even if it's a relationship, you know, that you both sides have people, you know, in a positive position as well. Clarify the Chariot. The Seven of Wands, defending, protecting, guarding. Don't give up. The Two of Swords, feeling stuck, feeling lost, not knowing which way to turn. The Hermit, maybe feeling alone, trying to gain perspective, trying to gain insight. This is all clarifying the Chariot, which points to how difficult of a challenge or a conflict this is for some of you. Again, you know, what area of life this resonates in and how may or may not come across as specific. Some of you, this might be a personal relationship that's going through some really difficult times, maybe because of the relationship itself or external outside influences. It might be a legal battle of some kind. It might be something to do with, there's a strong energy here of family and home. There's a page, so there might be a child included as well, one that you quite love or feel quite connected to, or just a traditional romantic soulmate or best friend. But I feel like there's people on your side. Clarify the Two of Cups. They're also telling you, don't give up, don't give up. Keep pushing forward. Goodness. Two of Cups is clarified by the Five of Wands, conflict, fighting, the Chariot again. If this is a legal situation, it may have something to do with a divorce, with custody, alimony, something of that sort. Clarify the Page of Cups. Gosh, cards, the Two of Cups popped out, so we've got the Two of Cups twice for the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups and the Two of Cups is clarified basically by the Two of Cups again. So this is somebody that you love very much, that you feel very karmically connected to. It's showing up as a page, so it might be a child or somebody who's young at heart, somebody who's useful. For those of you for whom it's a romantic relationship reading, this is your romantic partner. I mean, you know, it's very karmically connected. It looks like the two of you really care about each other very much. And whatever it is that you're going through, it looks like both of you are determined to see it through and push through it until you achieve victory, which is here for you in the end. The Knight of Cups, yeah. Whatever this connection is, whether it's a romantic partner, a best friend, a family member, a child, it's divine. It's quite karmic. But there's some issue around it. Again, if it's a child, it may be something to do with school or work or custody or divorce, you know, something in that, and money. You know, some divorces can be quite nasty. And if this is a divorce, it would represent one that's, you know, been going on for a long, long time. And it's been, I mean, the intensity will vary. It's been difficult to nightmare level, depending on, you know, who you are and what's going on in your story of this life. Lots of conflict, lots of fighting. You know, and the really sort of sad thing, Capricorn, is that it looks like it's this, for some of you, it's this really difficult battle, but at heart, it's rather petty with the Five of Wands. Like somebody wanting to take something from you or fighting you, not because the thing they say they're fighting about or fighting for is really important to them, but just so that they can fight you. You know, that's what I'm kind of getting. Maybe communication problems between a couple as well. Multiple stories here, depending on who you are. Definitely a very, very, very difficult time, struggle, challenge, a battle of some kind. It looks like there's multiple players here on both sides or in both aspects of it. And it feels like with this Nine of Wands, the Chariot twice points to how difficult of a time it's been for you and that you must not give up. So I mean, that's the most important, the strongest message that I'm getting. Any final messages for Capricorn? The Eight of Wands, movement, communication, powerful communication, travel. Justice in the upright. Things being karmically fair, even, right. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment and abundance. So this implies that the final outcome is that the scales will be leveled out, justice will be served, and in the upright position with the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Wands, there's a strong implication that it's going to be in your favor, times 10. But it looks like a really rocky path here. Nine of Wands, Chariot, twice. I mean, really, really difficult here. But Spirit doesn't want you to give up because they're going to make it right in the end. Interesting reading. Kind of tugs at my heartstrings a bit. All right, Capricorn, those are your messages for the last 2 weeks of May. I hope it's been useful and helpful to you. Again, if any of these readings resonate with you, you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, maybe take a deeper look at something, feel free to email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I'd be delighted to hear from you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the June general readings. Until then, stay safe and well. Be blessed. Hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.